A lot going on here in the Queen City. There's Tryon Street in uptown Charlotte, home of the Hornets. Starting off right, Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. In this game, we'll see the Detroit Pistons going up against the Charlotte Hornets here at Spectrum Center. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline and a look at the starters for the Pistons. We've got DeLon Wright, Plumlee out there with Jeremy Grant, and it's Bay in at the 4. And for Charlotte, Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Terry Rozier is out there with Ball, and it's Hayward in at the 3 spot. Greg, you played over a decade in the NBA. Is there an opening day that you remember most that sticks out in your mind?
No doubt. The very first time I put on that Knicks jersey, your rookie year, the game was in Orlando. I got to play 28 minutes, which was a lot for a rookie back then, especially on a really good team. And it was an awesome experience. That was a moment you had dreamt of your entire life if you grew up wanting to play basketball, man, and I was pumped.
That's a great story. Now, here's Ball. Offline with his 3. Grant outside. Nails the baby hook.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Now, here's Rozier. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
Now, here's Washington. Defense right on him. Rebound, Detroit. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Dwayne Casey gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. They'll be going up against Gordon Hayward tonight. The coach is a big fan of Hayward's all-around game. Coach told me how impressed he is with Hayward's shot selection and how it's hard to make him settle for a bad look. They will try to make him do that this time. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now, here's Rozier. A 17-point game for him in the win against Toronto. That one drops for him.
The more of those mid-range jumpers Rozier hits, the more the passing lanes will open up for him. And talk about playing small. Last year, Charlotte had Rozier and Devontae Graham on the floor together for much of the time. Both players right around 6'1". But you know what? They held their own. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Ball, the bounce pass, and then Washington with the dunk.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. LaMelo Ball picks one up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And, of course, Rozier played a fair amount of off guard before he came to Charlotte.
And Kevin, back in Boston, he learned how to move without the ball, where to spot up. And those may have been hard lessons early on, but the development paid off. Rozier's become a much more versatile talent.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And he makes the first. And he makes both free throws. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Now, here's Rozier, guarded closely. Outside, Ball. Hayward from outside. Bay pulls it in.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And that is a foul. It's on the Charlotte Hornets. First trip to the line for him here.
And last season, he was successful 81% of the time when he went to the line, so he didn't waste a lot of opportunities.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
The first one falls. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside, Ball. Feeds it to Zeller. Back to Ball.
Hey, come around.
Clock at 6. Shoots from the baseline. Plumlee with the rebound.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Up top right. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Right, looking around. Pass to Bay. And Hayward with the block. Pass break, here we go. Now the pass to Rozier. Pass the ball. Takes a 3. A second chance effort. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Hornets shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Zeller. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Oof, boy, that's a tough one. You got to like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are three guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. To do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Boy is checked in for the Pistons. Ellington comes in for Grant. Jackson down low. Monk grabs the board.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Bridges. The basket is good off the assist from Graham.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Smith scanning the floor. Jackson passes to Smith. There's the lob to Jackson. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Yeah, you got to appreciate the mindset of Smith. Solid at running the offense and finding his teammates who are open.
Smith against Graham. Now Monk. He's coming off a 16-point game against Toronto. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Graham missing.
That's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Smith outside. And Smith with the stuff.
I tell you what, at only 6'3", Smith has some major hops. Super at leaping up quickly to throw it down.
Graham, the pass to Monk. And it's blocked, but they'll get another chance. Bridges kicks to Graham. Another shot. Back to Bridges.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Monk. How he did last season. He averaged about 10 points a game last year. 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
That one is off.
What I love about Bridges is just the all-around game. He scores, rebounds, passes, and defends well, too. Just an exciting young prospect.
He hits the second from the line. The Pistons leading. Ellington with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Smith drives in. Biombo with the block. They get it back. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Last outing for Charlotte. They won that game against the Raptors. Hits the three-point bomb.
How about the quickness of that release by Monk? An experienced catch-and-shoot player who feels comfortable firing from deep.
Passes it to Jackson. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Detroit making a switch here. Magruder's checked in. And that one misses.
Yeah, and the versatility of Jackson's game. He's a super confident kid who certainly has the potential to be a star.
Now, here's Monk. Over to Mboya. Monk's shot's good. Monk's got 5 points so far.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
And you know what? There was probably a better matchup on the floor, but when it goes in, nobody complains.
The shot's good from Smith.
And whether he's stepping back or spotting up, Smith Jr. is a threat to score, especially from the mid-range.
Tie game here in Charlotte. And don't go away. We'll be back at the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. So far. And let's quickly break down the game, guys. We've been watching from the Hornets.
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
Pistons shooting 43% from the floor. Monk is out there with Devontae Graham. Then there's Miles Bridges. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Martin in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. The Hornets shooting 40% from the field.
And part of yet another great Kentucky recruiting class, Monk declared along with De'Aaron Fox, Bam Adebayo, 2 other 5-stars. I mean, talk about an NBA factory. That school is always competitive.
They get the rebound. Lee passes to Stewart. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Charlotte in the lead. Here's Bridges. Doumbouya pulls it in. And Monk made second-team All-American in his only year with the Wildcats, looking unstoppable on many occasions.
I mean, he just overwhelmed college opponents with his athleticism. But you get to the NBA, you find out how many great athletes are in this league. That's when you have to retool aspects of your game, which is what Monk is in the process of doing.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
Lee outside. Six on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, and again it's the Pistons missing. Hornets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Bridges in the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. I'm going to agree with you. Ends up going with the new group.
All right, a chance to look at numbers for Plumlee, how he performed last season. Averaged 7 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
Here's Bay. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here. And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the stripe. So Rozier will bring it up for Charlotte. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. They host the Kings after this game. That will complete this 4-game homestand. Now, here's ball. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And here's the upcoming schedule for Charlotte. On Monday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Sacramento Kings. And then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And the first one drops. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Miles Bridges. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Pistons trail by 4. And Wright kicks to Grant. Back to Wright. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Oh, can I get a load of that one? Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Here's ball. No points in the game yet for him. About 3 minutes played so far in this second quarter. Washington. And the Hornets miss again. The Pistons have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Grant surveying the D. To the inside. And Wright kicks to Grant. Shot clock at 6.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
Down low. Washington, that's good. Washington's got the lead up to 4 now for the Hornets. The Pistons shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Greg, maybe not the tallest big in the league, but Washington's reach is the great equalizer.
Stan's only 6'7", but that 7'2" wingspan, it allows him to play big, snatch rebounds in traffic, and make contested shots in the paint. I think the young fella's got a bright future.
Hornets leading by 4. Ball finds Rozier. Now, here's Washington. Tight defense on him. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Right outside. Pass to Grant. The Pistons working the ball around now. Here's Mikhailuk. Rozier defending. And here is Rozier. Hayward outside. There's Ball with the three. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Ball's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Right against Ball. Here's Bay. And the layup's good off the glass. Bay's got 6.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Hayward on the wing. And it's off from three-point range. Pistons trail by 3. It's right on the wing. 1:27 left to play in the first half. Here's Bay. He's covered by Ball. Bay, no good. Hornets leading by 3. Here's Rozier. Plumlee with the rebound. And there's the pass to Bay. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Zeller's got 6 rebounds in the game. Rozier the pass to Washington. No good. Plumlee with some nice D.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Now, here's Rozier. Washington kicks the ball. Throws it up high. And then Washington with the dunk.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Back to right. Grant outside. Pass to Bay. Shoots over Washington. Bay, no good.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Hayward can't hit. Here's Grant. That shot off. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Hornets lead by 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Coach, it's early in the season, so what can you say about how things are going chemistry-wise so far?
I love our guys. We have a great group of young men that are competing hard, and it feels good because I know our guys are totally engaged and focused and giving us what they have.
Dwayne, thanks a lot. Back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. They never put themselves in too much danger. 4 points was the most they trailed by. Just in terms of the second quarter, they were the better team, but there wasn't a big difference between them. Kenny, let's get your take on Charlotte.
Well, it's a heads-up, unselfish game they're playing. Their passing has been very sharp, and nobody is standing still. Guys are moving and finding open shots.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Detroit?
You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice shots. Those are some much-needed points, and it keeps them right in the game. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
We saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And the Pistons with possession here. Trailing by 2. They host the Spurs after this one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. They've got Jeremy Grant. Plumlee out there with Wright. And it's Mikhailuk in at the 2-guard spot. A wide open look here for Wright. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Grant against Hayward. Elbow shot. drained for 2 points. And the Hornets lead by 4.
Even though Hayward's improved from beyond the arc, you see the natural inclination from mid-range.
Right outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Grant.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Now, here's ball. Grant against Hayward. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Hayward is so elusive on his drives to the bucket. Even when the D thinks they have him figured out, he finds ways to draw fouls.
The Hornets have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. First free throw is good.
From skinny college freshman to NBA All-Star, quite the transformation for Gordon Hayward.
Hayward hits them both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
And it's Wright with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. 4-point game. Passes to Bay. Shoots over Washington. Can't hit that one. And Charlotte will go the other way with it.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Not settling. Hayward taking it inside and forcing the issue.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Gordon Hayward.
Two shots. Last on the first.
That free throw good from Hayward. Some changes for Charlotte. Biombo is checked in for Zeller. Bridges comes in for P.J. Washington. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Ball. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Jackson's checked in. He hits both from the stripe. Now here's Wright. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Now here's Graham. They lead by 4. Hayward outside. Goes up on the wing, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Hayward's got 8.
Hayward getting it done off the ball. You see his feel for the game.
Pass to Jackson. Right against Graham. Back to Jackson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jackson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Rozier finds Graham. And Wright pulls it down.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
They grab their own miss. Goes up again. No good on the layup. Hornets leading by 4. Graham in the corner. Stolen by Grant. And now the fast break. Grant with the ball. Here's Plumlee. Biombo with the block. They retain possession. On its way from Hayward for 2. Here's Bridges. Rebounded by the Pistons. Right outside. Grant kicks to Jackson. Sinks the triple. Jackson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And it's important that Jackson become consistent from deep. That definitely has the touch to make shots from there.
Graham against Wright. And it's Graham missing. The Pistons have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. The pass to Plumlee. Wright outside. Here's Bay, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Miles Bridges. 3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And the Hornets making a change here. Monk's checked in. Detroit also making some changes. Stewart's checked in for Plumlee. Ellington comes in for Grant, and Smith subbed in for DeLon Wright. He's off on the second.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
You know, discussing Biyombo, it's hard not to think back to Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals against the Cleveland Cavaliers, isn't it?
I mean, how about 39 minutes, only 7 points scored, but how about 26 rebounds to lead his team to victory? He actually had a terrific series all the way around and then parlayed that into a $72 million contract the following year.
Here's Monk following the 3 by Detroit. 5 to shoot. Combo dishes to Monk. Can they get it? It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got his 4th rebound in this one. Detroit leading by 3.
So much of rebound is about positioning, effort, no lack of it right there.
Bridges kicks to Graham. There's 1:38 left to play here in the third. Nice spin off the left rim and in. For Detroit, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Smith on the wing. And that one is stuffed right through.
And Smith proven to be a fantastic point guard, a terrific passer who does a great job of moving the ball on offense.
Timeout. So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Cody Zeller's checked in for Biyombo. Washington comes in for Gordon Hayward. Martin's checked in for Miles Bridges. And Ball subbed in for Devontae Green. Martin the pass to Monk. Inside, here's Ball. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Mikhailuk passes to Smith. Kicks it to Ellington. 5 on the clock. And another 3 for Detroit.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Ball, the pass to Washington. Ellington trying to free himself up. The shot by Monk is no good. Pass break Detroit. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And have to be very careful when you're on Smith Jr. He doesn't back down from the contact.
For Detroit, they have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Smith.
And it's the combination of athleticism, speed, and intelligence Smith Jr. has that's so impressive. Just a dynamic point guard with loads of potential.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Hornets trail by 5. Martin inside. Ellington defending. Unloads. Money from the wing. Mikhailuk's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Right back after this break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Charlotte. They trail by 7. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. Setting the floor for the Hornets. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. All out there with Monk, and it's Martin in at the 3.
Oh, what a pass, and then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Detroit. And he's good on the second. Here's Ball. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be on Dennis Smith.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Terry Rozier's checked in for Charlotte. And Detroit with a change here, too. Lumley's checked in. That's good from Ball.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Pistons leading by 3. Smith outside. Tries again. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. LaMelo Ball picks one up.
At the line, Dennis Smith. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Hornets trail by 3. To the paint. Here's Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Pass to Mikhailuk. Out to the wing. Here's Stewart. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. Stewart's got his first points of the night. Outside, Martin. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Shot clock at 5. Detroit leading by 3. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And then Smith with the dunk.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Detroit. Dennis Smith. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one.
And he has been grinding away to get himself to the line. It hasn't always turned into points, but he's doing a lot of the dirty work for them.
Charlotte making a switch here. Hayward's checked in. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for the Pistons. Good on the second free throw. So it's the Hornets now. Now Ball. Passes it to Washington. Back to Ball. 6 to shoot. Here's Rozier. Drills the elbow jumper.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
Now here is Smith. And Wright kicks to Smith. Offensive rebound. Stewart. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Stewart's got 4 this quarter. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. 6-point game. There's the dish to Hayward. And Hayward at the stuff.
Look out. Watch out. Gordon Hayward is showing his explosiveness.
Smith outside. That one doesn't drop. Excellent D there from Ball. To the left side wing. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. Bangs home the trifecta. And now just a 1-point Piston lead. Ball against Smith. And Wright with the basket on the assist by Smith. Smith's got 3 assists now in this one.
Not everything fell for him in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
Now here's Hayward. Zeller passes the ball. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Pistons have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that were the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
balanced player of the game.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. And that speaks to how solid his shot selection has been. Nothing forced and really no bad decisions. Just good, smart, offensive basketball.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Dwayne Casey talk to his team. He said, I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from three. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does. Kevin?
Thanks, David.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Buries the long-range jumper.
A great sign of how confident Rozier is. He wants to be the leader, and you need your leader to come through with buckets like that.
Now, here's Grant. Right with it. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And stolen by Hayward. The feed the ball. And Ball slams it in.
It's good to see Rozier improving as a playmaker. Passes like this help make his guys better players.
Now here's Wright. Here's Grant. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Ball, the pass to Washington. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Grant outside. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. To the middle. And then Washington with the dunk.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And I don't think they will. The problem is they've waited too long to make a move.
Stewart passes to Wright.
Well, I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
That's his first personal foul at the line. DeLon Wright at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that trims the lead to 6. And so Wright nails both of them.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
And he's going up for the alley-oop.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
And the combination of athleticism and defense Grant brings is superb. A guy who you can depend on to compete.
Shooting 2.
He drops the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. Detroit making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in. And Grant drops them both. And so they foul intentionally. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And that'll give them a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you. Seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's
Here's Rozier. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They're trailing by 7. 29 seconds left in the fourth. Charlotte on D. Grant outside. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Right for 3. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Ball. And here is Rozier. So it's Charlotte picking up the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you later.